Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. It's Jerry and Sarah here again. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. The last time we were talking about the shocker we got from the embassy, right?
Right.
Today, we're going to talk about culture shocks. I'm Nigerian, she's Polish, and we're going to talk about the things that have shocked us the most, dealing with each other's differential cultures, right? Yeah. There's been a lot since we even started as friends and we got married, and a lot of things from time to time will just shock us. Like we just make you surprised.
We just tag, but
Did you say tag?
yes.
She's already mixing Polish and English. That's all
Not
right.
like you.
Yes.
I think we need to point that all these cultural differences that we are going to mention right now, they are only like cultural shocks that surprised us when we were talking about something.
Yeah.
Or we saw something. It's not something that surprised us between ourselves that we couldn't handle.
Yeah.
Or we didn't know what to do with it or something. Yes.
It's just as we were talking,
Yes.
we just found out that
There are
it's
many,
just
actually,
different.
some things just work differently in Nigeria and in Poland, and that was what was surprising for us.
Yes.
But yeah, generally we didn't have problems.
So I will immediately start from today. While we were going to church, we saw this very skinny guy. We saw this very skinny guy making a run in the street, and I immediately said, wow, this guy is so skinny. And skinny is good in Poland because they always want to be smaller and smaller. They always want to reduce. They want to be slim. And skinny is good here. Whereas
Skinny is just normal.
right?
Yes.
Whereas in Nigeria, skinny means that you are not well fed. Yeah.
That's very funny.
And what would the people say, like, if they see such person?
Such person like what?
Like such person like we saw this morning, this skinny guy that was taking a run. What would you say in Poland? Would you say that the person's healthy?
Yeah, I'm just naturally neutral.
Yeah.
I will not comment on it. The guy is just skinny, that's fine.
I
just bet he
extra skinny.
If he's not even under the bridge, that means that he probably has home, so he has food, so it's normal. That he has food, he's just skinny because he's skinny.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah.
And that's very funny.
Right.
But I think it's because in your country poverty exists. Yes.
That's true.
So people judge you based on food that you have.
That's right.
If you have enough sources to buy your food and eat, and if you have it, then you are blessed.
Right.
Yes, then you appreciate it. So when you say a skinny person, you will naturally think that the person has no food because they really would like to have food, but they don't have it. Yes. Yet in Poland, everybody has food.
Literally.
The food is everywhere, literally everywhere. On each corner there is a shop, and people naturally work, have normal jobs, money, and buying food is just very normal. It's not a big deal.
I never thought about it like that, you know. Wow.
Really?
That's yeah. I mean that's a big eye opener. That's a valid insight. I never thought about it like that. I just, of course, because we grew up this way, knowing that if you're skinny, it means that you're poor, you don't have food. So people want to just feed you until you at least have some flesh. Like flesh is good for us, whereas skinny is good for you.
Yes. Yeah, like flesh in our case means that somebody overfed you.
Exactly.
That there was too much food in your house.
Right. Okay, number 2. How about fueling your car yourself in the gas station, on the petrol station?
In Poland, you just go and do it by yourself, you tank your car and then you go to the shop to pay for it and then you drive away.
That's interesting.
That's it.
The first time I got here and I saw people tanking their cars, I was like, what? People are tanking their cars by themselves? Like, we have attendants, we call them petrol station attendants. You just park your car and they remove the nozzle from the machine and they put it in your car. They do all the calculations. You look at them. You actually must look at them.
Really?
Yes, because sometimes when you say you want to buy 40 liters, for example, they could inflate the price. Yes.
Really?
And first the first liquid or something that comes out will be just air. Like just air. There's no liquid of the petrol or the diesel, whatever. It will just be air. Yes. So air goes into the thing and the meter starts to read. And you already think that the fuel is being...
Fuel in your car.
Yes, it's discounted into your car.
Suppressed it away.
Exactly. And then you know how much liters carries you for a particular distance, right? Because you're driving your car frequently.
Obviously.
But then you discover that you bought this fuel like 2 days ago, but then what's going on? It's like it's not enough. Like the fuel is not enough for the same journey that you always commute every time for a different amount. You understand? So you always have to watch them and make sure that they put the right amount of things there, and they discount the fuel to you and then you pay. Yes, usually. And one thing about our payment is sometimes there's like decimal points and we don't have coins. So instead they round it up. Right. They round it up. So if you stop, that's why you see when these people want to do stuff, people don't buy like 13.33, like 13.5. So they buy whole numbers because there's no coins for you to get the balance of your money, right? So yeah, but that was really shocking. That was really shocking. If they do that in Nigeria, that they allow people to tank themselves, that petrol station will run bankrupt. I'm telling you, people will just tank and drive off.
Oh yeah, you.
People will tank and just drive off. I'm telling you.
But you know what? I didn't even tell you. When I was in Tenerife, that was the same.
Like
by almost
people.
But many petrol stations that I saw, there were people.
Like attendants.
Yes, attendants.
Okay.
But what I think is that those petrol stations were private, because it looked like the person that is attendant is immediately the owner of a petrol station.
Just one person?
Yeah, just one person.
No, we have like in all the stands of the machines, you have one person per stand. And that's job opportunity. That's job opportunity, you know. One person per stand. And you know what's beautiful? They always wear uniforms.
That's nice.
They don't just wear mufti, like just normal clothes. All of them wear the same uniform so that you're sure that this person works with this petrol station.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's actually nice. One good thing about that.
Okay, number 3. Do people pray on your cars when you buy cars in church?
No, obviously not. We can pray in our home, obviously.
Okay.
On our new car, but no. There's nothing like this.
That's very shocking, because every time that someone buys car in the church, usually the pastor would, I don't know, maybe they don't make announcement. They don't make announcement, but people will normally go to the pastor and say, "Oh, pastor, we bought a new car. Please come and help us bless it." So pastor would go to the car with some other people in the church, like maybe the elders, the leaders or something, and some family friends. They go to the car, they lay hands on it, and they pray and they bless it. Do you have something like that?
Wow, of course not. Nobody minds your business.
Right. Like everybody minds their business here. Wow.
No.
Number 4. Speaking about minding your business. You know, here I see that yes, we really mind our business, like in our communities, right? And where we live, for example, you barely talk to your neighbors.
Barely.
Barely.
Yeah.
And we are not like that because
I think we'll probably not speak to them in next 1 year.
wow. Like there's no way you cannot talk to your neighbors, right? You come out because okay, there are many problems. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there is no power. Sometimes your house has electricity and the next house doesn't. Mm-hmm. So they come out naturally to find out if they are the only one. You get? It's that fear of missing out. Mm-hmm. They don't want to be the one not having the electricity alone. And they will be even happy to discover that they are not the only one not having power. Right? Mm-hmm. So there's no way you will not talk to your neighbors, because then somebody comes out to you and says, Mommy David. That's you. Like, Mommy David. Sarah, remember that? Like, Mommy David.
Alpha.
Good Alpha. Good afternoon, ma. Do you have lights in your house? Right?
We instead, during winter, we just ask our neighbors if the roof is also leaking. You remember?
That's true. Yeah, but it's not like we spoke to them or something. It's like a passing by kind of comment or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you see, we got a relationship with friends, with neighbors from the corner. Mm-hmm. We didn't catch any relationship with neighbors from the left side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So probably
somehow
some people are willing to have relationship with you.
Yes.
And some people just mind their business fully.
Right. Number 5. Let's talk about relationship with parents. How's your relationship with your parents?
My relationship with parents is very good.
And usually it's like that.
So the difference that is between us, I would say, is that maybe it's also because I am an only child.
Only child, yeah.
But I know many of my friends that just have a good relationship with parents, the way parents raise them. Mm-hmm. Even when they get married and they leave home, they are still close to parents.
Okay.
And that's somehow how it is in our case. Of course.
In your culture, you mean?
In my culture, yes.
Okay.
And with myself as well. That obviously I put Jerry as first, the most important person. His things are always the most important. But we naturally also share many things from our life with my parents.
Yeah.
Because they share many things with us.
That's
they
right.
are happy about many things. They just want to tell us. We naturally share many things with them. We meet in the church. Sometimes we meet for food or, I don't know, any passing situation.
Yeah, sometimes we go out to occasions.
We have just, everybody has its own marriage. Obviously, we are sleeping in our houses. We have our private lives. We stick to our families. But still, on a daily basis, we have still close relationships that we talk a lot.
That was kind of shocking to me because, yeah, my parents, I don't know, maybe this is very general, like to Africans, to Nigerians, or this is just really about how I was raised, my family, how my parents raised me. Because my parents, they raised us to be very independent. So once you get out, they let you be.
Like my parents also raised me to be independent.
Yeah.
You know that already. Yeah. I'm independent.
Yes, but it's totally different.
Of course, my parents don't influence our lives, our decisions. They don't tell us what to do. It's rather that we inform them about some natural things, that it's working this way, but they never influence any of our decisions. That's very important. It's just that we are generally have a relationship about our lives.
Yeah. Maybe another thing I should say is that this one's probably a good thing from the Polish side, because for us, the moment your parents raise you to a certain extent, and naturally it's expected that you give back, right? You give back after you become an adult, you start to work, you get a job, you're doing fine. Naturally, the expectation is that you give back to the family, to the larger family as well.
Yes.
in this case, even at your age, your parents are still giving you. Like, they're still giving us things that me, I was like, oh wow, really? Like, I'm not even expecting them to give me. I expect that we are the one to give them. But they still keep giving us, even at this age.
But this one, I think it's only about my parents. That they are just unique, very special, and they are just happy about us, and they just love us.
So they keep giving.
Yes, I just think that this particular thing is about just my parents and the love that they share.
What number are we now?
I think right now 6.
She has a good brain and memory.
6.
6. Okay, we'll check. Okay. How about people talking before the service starts?
No, this is something that you told me about. I didn't know that it can be different.
Oh, this one is like in Nigeria, when you go to church, you greet people normally. Okay, yes, you greet people. You're allowed to greet people. But usually we greet people outside the church. We greet like, hey, good morning, whatever. And we enter the church. Once we enter the church, there is a level of decorum, like we observe. We just sit down. We're expecting the service to start. We're expecting someone to like come to the front and start the service. But it's totally different here. Talk about that.
No, in our church, we come to the church and we immediately, sit by our friends first. We greet our friends, and we then start to talk about our lives and how the week went, stuff like this. So most likely we just go to our place and we sit. But then we are just observing other people.
Yeah.
How people are just talking, and even it's just 1 minute to the service.
Yes, still talking.
Time of the service, and they are still talking, sitting together, and all this.
And then even the person starts.
Even if the pastor starts to talk, there's still a rumor.
There are still people that will be, Vitam Sedechnia, Vitam.
Tak. Zdecydowanie.
Number what? 7?
7.
Okay. There is a 2% tax when you buy a car from another person. This one is ridiculous.
It's not only 2% tax.
What is it?
I mean, like, it's not only this type of tax you get.
Oh, wow.
Yes, of course.
Which other tax?
Okay, so first, let's say that Jerry is particular about the fact that if you buy a new car from a private person...
Not a new car.
I mean, like your new car. Yes, just you buy any car from a private person.
Yes.
You need to go to tax office and you need to pay 2% of the value of the car, which is tax.
Wow.
If you buy any vehicle.
This is ridiculous.
Even if you buy a vehicle from a car dealer, you still need to go. It's not only about buying from private people.
This one is understandable. If you buy a car from a company, say Toyota, you go to the Toyota shop and you buy the car from the Toyota shop, Toyota will add some what we call value added tax on it, right? But if you buy a car, like I now buy the car from you, a private person, I also have to go and pay the tax.
But the tax is actually paid before on this car, yes?
Exactly, because you already paid the tax when you bought it, and now I have to pay for the same tax when I buy it from you. That's very ridiculous, right?
That's ridiculous, yes.
Oh, you agree?
Of course, it's ridiculous because it's not like we like it, you know? So it's ridiculous, but it's not only this 2%. For example, if you bring a car from abroad, which I was telling you, like from Germany, for example.
Yes.
And then the amount is, the volume of the car, the engine of the car is higher than something.
2.0. Yeah, you said.
Than 2.0.
Yeah.
Then you need to pay 18% tax.
Oh.
18 or 12?
12%?
18. I think it's 18.
18? Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Anyway, something more than 10% is already really much. So if you are buying a car that is, for example, I don't know, 20,000 euros, then you pay tax.
If the engine of this car is like 2.3,
yes, then you will pay tax almost 4,000. So you need another 4,000 to pay tax for this car.
Wow.
So you need to pay tax for everything.
Crazy.
For everything.
Crazy.
What do we need to pay tax more? For what? We actually pay tax from
For
everything.
almost everything.
From buying a house, buying a car,
Tax, even the road.
From work, any work, any
even your
job.
bonus. Even the
Even
bonus
the
that they give you at work is also taxed.
Yes, everything is taxed.
Welcome to Europe.
No.
Well, that's what they used to welcome me to Europe.
Just tax.
Welcome to Europe. Okay, we have probably the last one, the time of schooling.
108.
Time of schooling.
Yes, so one day Jerry was surprised when I told him that we go to university by the age of 19.
Of 19?
19, yes. Because
I know people that went to the university at the age of 16, even 15.
In Poland?
In Nigeria.
You see.
University.
In Poland, it's impossible. We have 12 years of schooling. And if you go to school when you are 7 years old, 7 plus 12 is 19. You have 12 years of obligatory schooling. Yeah, obligatory schooling is until you are 18. But obviously, if you don't finish it, then you cannot go to university. So you need to finish, so you can finish it when you are 19.
So you were 19 before you went to university?
Yes, I was 19 when I went to university.
And every child has to be 19?
Yes.
Cannot be less?
Cannot be less because you are not able to finish school earlier than that.
Wow.
Right now there are 8 years of primary school and 4 years of high school, which is 12. And there are still schools that are like technical schools. Technical school, for example, is 5. So when you finish it, you are 20. You go to university when you are 20.
Wow. How could you become, because we have one Nigerian, I'll try to find this information, but there's a Nigerian that became a doctor, maybe professor at age 21, a very smart guy. So that could never be possible in Poland. Is there, okay, do you have...
Einstein.
Do you have something you call double promotion?
Yeah, they
like
cannot...
we get double promotion in class.
They cannot promote you for words.
Really?
Yeah.
Like if they feel like you are too smart for your class, and then they promote you twice.
If you are smarter, you can then start primary school
earlier.
If, for example, you are 5 years old, but you are such a smart kid,
yes,
they will allow you to, for example, start school in 1 year earlier.
And that's it.
That's all.
But you still have to go through all the programs.
Yes, you need to.
One after the other.
Yes, we have strict law.
Wow.
Strict education law.
Wow.
Yes.
What number is this?
8.
So now 9.
Yes.
Okay, 9. I think maybe we stop here, or maybe we look for the 10th one and just do 10.
Okay.
Do you remember that last year in the Christmas, or towards the what do you call it, Sylvester?
Yes.
Which is the last day of the year, stroke the first day of 2025.
Yes.
Yeah. I was telling you about knockouts.
Yes.
And your knockout period is only that few minutes.
5 minutes. Few minutes.
5 minutes,
yes.
like between 11:55, 57 till like 12:05.
12 or 10 maybe.
12:10 in the following year. That's it, right? And we have knockouts like till the following week. You still became.
That was asking about it. Yes. I remember.
Yes, we'll still be having like knockouts every day, banger. We call it banger, and it sounds like banger, really, like bah, bah.
Obviously.
Yeah. Why do you think it's like that? Do you think maybe the government does some regulation or something, or people don't have money to buy more knockouts?
Yeah, I think there's nothing about that. It's just that it's midnight. We just celebrate it by midnight, few minutes, and it's gone.
And cognac, that's it.
Or even on the first, if you are shooting, for example, in the night, police can come and they can give you tickets.
Really?
Yes. Any other time that you are shooting, apart from midnight, they can come and give you serious tickets.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so people are reporting this one.
Who you go and report somebody in Nigeria? Nobody will answer you.
They will celebrate with you. And that's all right.
Okay, maybe the last one
we can say maybe you taking care of your food.
Okay.
Yes. that you are covering your food.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Again, maybe this is just me. Maybe it's not everybody.
Maybe also is Jerry.
Yeah.
Yes. But many times when he sees an open glass, open food on the plate,
yeah,
even that is there just for a short while, obviously it's for a while. Just if he comes and sees it, he immediately needs to close it.
Exactly. I just cover it.
Cover everything.
Everything that is open that is of food, I immediately cover it because I have the impression that it can be contaminated by the things in the atmosphere or whatever.
And like Poland is very clean and people don't naturally.
Poland is not very clean, babe.
Maybe not. It's not very clean, but it's just that we don't have all these tropical diseases.
That's
we generally don't have food diseases.
Okay, I agree.
Yes, so we are not very careful. People open tap and drink water from the tap, just like this, and they are alive.
Until they have cancer.
Or until they die.
Until they die.
But yeah, generally, I think this is something about Jerry and the fact that where he's come from.
Where he's coming from.
Where he's coming from. It's a country that is naturally full of many diseases.
Yeah.
Because of dirty water, dirty food,
culture, dirty people.
Culture, many different people touching it or something.
Yeah.
So you are just
very conscious.
Very conscious. Yet here we are not conscious like this, but this is something that we needed to adjust. And me, even though I know that it's still okay and can stay there and nothing will happen to us, I need to adjust and remember that this is important for him, so I need to cover this food. Remember about it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Lastly, let's talk about how to get documents. This one is very important.
Oh yes, this one is cherry on the top.
Right. You entered the office, what you call Ujon to whatever. And you got your passport in like 30 minutes. Done.
No. You don't. You need to wait for all the things like ID, passport, or something. You need to wait.
Okay.
You need to wait maybe like 1 week. But just the process, you go and you apply for it.
But the same day.
It's like 15 minutes. Same day, and they just give you paper. You get a notification on your phone that the passport is ready to collect. Finish. So everything that we need, all the documents from office, any office, we practically go without any appointment. You will just wait for your 10, 20 minutes, whatever it is. Depends, of course, on what it is. Few minutes, done. And I go out with a ready document most of the time.
Wow. Let me describe to you how I got my passport.
Okay.
First, you have to know someone on the inside. I needed to know a woman. I made a call to her, said, "Ma, I'm coming to your office." When I got to the door, I called her like, "Ma, I'm already at the door." She had to call the gate man to open the door because many people were already inside and they shut the door for that day.
Okay.
And this was 10 a.m. They had already closed the office for that day. At 10 a.m., you know what that means? 10 a.m. Because there were many people inside trying to get passport. So because of this woman that I knew, I was given the entrance to the office and they opened the door for me. And you can imagine when they opened the door for me, people tried to barge in because
you were not alone in front.
Yes.
I see.
People tried to barge in, but these guys are like security guys, like army, FT guys. So they shielded the door while I entered. Right? I got inside. I had to sit down for hours. I was there till 4 p.m. I went there by 10 a.m. I got away from that place by 4 p.m. And by 4 p.m., I even did not finish the process. They asked me to come back the next day to finish up. I only did capturing, like fingerprint capturing. I couldn't do facial capturing.
Oh, wow.
They asked me to come back the next day. I came back the next day again. I left there maybe around 2 p.m. And then, of course, I got my passport.
You got your passport immediately?
Which immediately?
Sorry, sir.
Like 30 to 35 days later.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Everything.
I can even
tough.
actually say how I got my visa in embassy.
Yeah.
In Nigerian embassy in Warsaw.
Right.
I got visa in 2 days. The visa was ready to collect after 2 days. But okay, it's not like this in every office in Poland, right? For example, the office for you foreigners.
Oh yeah.
Because I was dealing with some things for you.
Yes.
So for example, I went to the office and I spent there 5 hours.
Right.
Do you remember? Because the queue was so long and thick. So it's not everywhere.
I think once it becomes something about foreigners in Poland, it's difficult.
Yes.
But once it's about Polish citizens and EU citizens,
yes,
it's like quick.
I remember how shocked you were the day we find out that we are going to Warsaw embassy to deal with our marriage things.
Yes.
That I also needed some documents that I'm single, that I was not married, and I needed this one from Urząd. So for you, we needed to carry those documents from Nigeria, bring it to Poland, but first somebody
get
needed
it approved, legalize
it. Yet I went to office, 20 minutes, and I hold all the documents.
And for me, it took like weeks.
It took weeks, even months.
Anyway, very soon I think I will get this red passport.
Red passport.
What do you say?
Passport.
Passport?
Yes.
Yes, one day I will get this red passport, and it gives me the opportunity to go to how many countries? I think I was reading it recently. 180 countries or 181?
Yes, something like this, 150.
180, I think. I'll check. I probably just put it on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you're in Poland, please stay in Poland. Please find yourself a Polish girl.
Because Polish ladies are sweet.
Polish ladies are sweet, to be honest. Some of them are very bad too, but yeah, this one is very sweet. All right, guys, that's the culture shock. 10 culture shocks that we have. Obviously, it's more than that, but these are just the 10 that we keep it so that this video doesn't get too long. Yeah, you want to say something?
No.
Okay.
Thank you for watching us. Don't forget to.
We always give a shout out to one person.
Yes.
Remember, right?
Yes, remember.
Who is that person? Let's look.
Yes, and don't forget to support us.
Yep. And today's shout out goes to Let's check. Mofo Yonstele. I don't know if I pronounced it properly, but yeah. Thank you very much for commenting on our video. Mofo Yonstele. I suppose, yeah. This is the best way I can pronounce it. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but yeah, that's our shout out today. And like she said, please do leave a like on this video. Follow us, subscribe, and everywhere that you can find us. Everywhere you see us, just follow us. Don't even bother. Just be following us. Everywhere, be following us. Until next time, we see you guys. Have a lovely day.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Cheers.